We all know high school can be super stressful. So, what are some things that you can do in preparation for second semester, finals, the rest of your high school career? Well, I am here to tell you my top tips and tricks that help me get through a day at LC. So, whenever I'm in class, to help me stay awake and make sure I'm paying attention to notes, I like to use colored pens, and I like to color coordinate my notes. I like to jazz them up with some colored pens. I like to do certain words in one color and then other words in another color. I find that it very helpful when I'm looking back at my notes and studying, when I see things in different colors. Sometimes I make a little key so that the colors mean something to me when I'm studying. And just, when you're sitting in class and the teacher's going on and on and on, we can sometimes zone out. So I find that colored pens help me to stay focused. And whenever I'm studying for a test, sometimes I can get a little distracted and it kind of goes in through one ear and out the other. So I like to chew gum. This is strawberry gum. So a wacky flavor of gum. Maybe the new Airheads gum. Whatever is a flavor of gum you don't normally chew it while you're studying and then chew it again while you take the test, because science says that it will help you remember whatever you were studying when you were previously chewing the gum. And to help me stay organized, because we have so many classes and on traditional days it can be a lot and you're like sitting there in class and you're like, shoot, I left my homework at home. Well, if you carry a binder with all your folders in it, or you have a different folder for each class, you're not gonna ever forget something because it's all right there in the binder. So I have a different pocket for each of my different classes to help me stay organized. I keep notes that I'm going to need for the rest of the unit in one pocket. I keep homework that's due at the front of the pocket. I even keep the pockets organized. And binders can get big and heavy, and our backpacks are already heavy enough and no one uses their locker. So I like to keep a file folder at home so that at the end of a unit I clean out my binder, I put all those notes in my file folder so that when finals come I can just pull out that file folder and I have all my notes from the previous quarters all there ready for me to study and pass finals. And another tip I use to keep me organized is I have so many notebooks, literally so many notebooks, because I like to use a different one for each class, and even for some classes I have 2 notebooks because sometimes you just need that in your life. So this notebook is specifically my Latin notebook. I put all my Latin in here so that I know, okay, when it's time to do Latin, get out the yellow notebook. And that is how I stay organized. Just a couple tips and tricks. So yeah, you're gonna rock finals. You're gonna rock. Your GPA is gonna keep rising. You're gonna keep getting smarter. You're going to totally kill this year. Your report card's gonna come and your family's gonna be so blown away. They're gonna buy you that new iPhone that you want. So my major tip, though, is to just stay organized and stay on top of your studying and homework, because I know when I fall behind, I get super stressed out, and then when I get stressed out, I get anxious, and I start spinning out of control, and my mind goes down this slippery slope, and that is never good, and then I get sick, like I am now. So just stay organized and make sure to put everything into perspective, because you are a teenager. This is high school. You should have fun. You should be going to the basketball games and the football games and the theater shows and the choir shows, and you should be experiencing all these different and new wonderful things, especially since LC has so many things to offer. So join a club. Do things outside of school so that you aren't just focused on academics all the time, because it can be really overwhelming. So good luck, LC, on your finals, on your homework. I know you won't need it, but those are just my tips and tricks to help you survive high school. So yeah.